this video, I'm going to show you how to import your data inside Platformax. Before you do any data import in Platformax, we suggest that you get familiar with how your data is organized, the difference between companies and persons and their relation. It's very important to understand how the data you are importing will be presented to you afterwards. Before you start your import, there are two things you need to note. First, you need to have the permissions to do that action. And second, you need to get ready. By getting ready, I mean you need to prepare the file and the data you're going to import. To access the data import, you need to go to Settings. In Settings menu, choose Data Import. In Platformax, you can import either persons, companies, or users. Platformax supports XLS and CSV files. To make your import easier, you can download sample files to structure your data. Let's take a look at the Excel file we're going to use for this demo. You need to make sure that there's only plain data inside the file you're going to import. The best way to organize your data is to organize them by columns. Like in this case, you can use the same file to import persons and companies. Once ready, make sure you save your import file on your computer and we can start the import. Let's first try and import companies. Your first step is to select the file. When you're done, click Next. In next step, we're going to take care about mapping and duplicates. With mapping, you need to select for each column which data does it represent. When mapping, select Ignore with contact details you don't want to import. As you can see, some of the columns are going to be automatically mapped. When you're done with mapping, I suggest that if your first row includes column headings, select this checkbox. To avoid having duplicates inside your database, you can choose what to do with duplicates and how to identify them. In this case, let's say that we're going to identify the duplicates by the company name. And then you need to set what to do if a duplicate is identified. Let's say we're going to merge those two contacts. When done, click Next. In the last step, you're going to get the info, how many companies you're importing, and also to choose some additional options that you might use. Let's say that we're gonna put an ownership of these companies to a selected team member. We're going to assign the ownership of the companies to our colleague Brian. Once done, click Start Import. An import is started and you're going to get the information on what's going on with your import. With every file that you're importing, you're going to be getting the status report on the current job. Once your import is done, you're going to get the status finished and you're also going to get the status report. And this is how you import companies in Platformax. Besides companies, you can also import persons in Platformax. The procedure is quite similar to importing companies. the first step, we import the file. For the purpose of this demo, we're gonna use the same file to import persons and companies. In the second step, we map the fields and we handle the duplicates. Let's first map fields. When importing person contacts that need to be related with a company, make sure that your spreadsheet includes the company column with the company name. This way, you will make sure that the specific person will be related to this specific company. Again, check the checkbox not to import the first row because it contains the column headings. Then select how to identify duplicates and what to do with them. In this case, we're going to select full name, surname, and we're going to select to skip them if there are any duplicates. And we start the import. And then again, as previously in the company import, we wait for the import to be finished. We can monitor the status here. And we are done. Our data import is finished. We can see that we just created 501 new contacts. None of them were skipped, replaced, or merged. And this is how you import persons to Platformax. So let's check some of the contacts we just imported. In this demo, we imported also the Taos Valley Resort Company. And we imported two of the people working there, Miss Elsa and Mr. Linwood. So this is the company contact card with my colleague Brian as an owner of this new contact, and all the details that we had in the Excel sheet that we used for the import. And also, as you can see, here are the persons that we imported as well in the second step, Miss Elsa and Mr. Linwood. Let's see their contact card. This is a person contact card with all the details that we imported about this contact. And that's how you import contact data in Platformax. Enjoy your work!